Hello everyone, welcome. Today we will be working on the Honda SL100 and trying to figure out what is wrong with it. And what it's doing is it's smoking, and when you rev it up to a certain point it misses. So let me show you kind of what that is. It's been being hard to start too. We'll warm up for a second. I think I will, I'll put you guys onto my helmet real quick. Just for the heck of it. Hang on. Just bear with me for a second. Show you guys what it is doing. See it smoke? Alright, so if you rev it up, this is what it does. That's only that much. Okay, so it's missing. Alright. Proof of concept, yes, I can drive it technically. But it cuts out. So, what do we do? Okay. So, I'm going to turn you guys off. I've got to do something real quick. Alright. I got to do something real quick. I've got something to put back, and I just want to use the bike for it. Warm it up, and then we'll come back for the next test. Alright. So I just got back from doing that one little thing I said I would do. Just to prove it, the motor is hot. Gonna seem gross to some people, but a little bit of spit on my hand. Sizzled. So now you know it's hot. I don't want to touch it. What we're gonna be doing is we're gonna do a compression test first. So I'm going to pull the plug and do a test of the compression. So I'm going to put you guys into a little tripod for convenience sake. So that way you guys can just watch, I guess. Just put you guys here. You can see everything. Alright. This. Okay. Honestly, it hurts to take out the spark plug. It's just very hot. Get to the last thread. Get up with my sleeve and move it over here. Just real quick, I guess. See the color? It's black. Got oil on it. So it's burning very unclean. And it's not like combustion like it's supposed to. So, put that there. Sure there's nothing in there. Like gas or anything like that. Make sure you have your key and ignition off. They say unhook the ignition completely when you do a test like this, but it's good enough just to turn off the bike. That way it doesn't do anything. Mostly what they're worrying about when they say do that is like gas coming out of here and then being ignited from the spark plug. Alright, so hold the throttle wide open and kick it over. And I'm just going to go like this. Alright, so let's stop at 120. And it's not going up any more than 120. As you guys can see. So it's kind of okay. Not very much though, because as it says in the manual, which I have conveniently written down some stuff, the compression should be 170, and that is good compression. So having 120 is lower than it's supposed to be, but I would still think it's in a good range. It's still pretty good, but we are having compression loss since it's not up there in compression. So let's put a cap full of oil into it, into the combustion area, and then let's see if the compression jumps up. Because if the compression jumps up, that means that basically we have either oil getting through the rings, like past the rings, which means that our rings would be bad, or it would mean that a valve is open a little bit and it isn't closing, or perhaps different reasons could be the head gasket or the base gasket is leaking. So let's test that theory and see where that leads us, because it doesn't hurt anything. So, gotta take this out. Of course, it's gonna be difficult with me. And it does say in the manual, do it with a warm motor. I don't know if that really matters, but just going with what the manual tells me to do. good rule of thumb, I guess. Alright, so cap full of oil. And I'm going to, I think, use my funnel for this. Wipe out my funnel, that way nothing bad gets into the motor. Alright. Cap full of oil. Okay. Which a cap full of oil would be about a teaspoon, 2 teaspoons maybe. No, it wouldn't be 2 teaspoons, it would be like maybe 1. But it says basically just put a cap full of oil in there. So that's what we're going to do. Put this back in. And it says if it goes up more than, I think, I'll have to look at that one again. I don't remember exactly how far it's supposed to go up, but if it goes up considerably amount, then we'll know that the rings are toast or something else went wrong. So, hold the throttle wide open again. Take her over. Okay, that one stopped at 150, but as you can see, that's when it went up to and stopped. I know I kicked it over more the last time, but it did stop moving. So I don't really think that I need to keep, kicking it over, because it ain't moving anymore. It's not moving, so we're good on that. So now we need to write down what it was, because cold 120, or not, my mind's not working. Without the oil in there, it was at 120 psi, and now that we put the oil in, it is 150 psi. Okay? And, I mean, you could double check, I guess, if you really want to, but it's not necessary. So, let's go over here to the paper. So, I am assuming, just from that, that we have either a bad ring, or perhaps the valves are open too much, or something like that. As you can see, I don't know if you actually can see or not, but I'll give you a good look at it. I have the intake and exhaust valves written down. Don't mind the thing, I'm just messing around. But we'll do this next, just to make sure that that's good. We'll do the spark plug. And, oh wait, that's points gap. We'll do this points gap. We'll do the spark plug. We already did the compression test, because that's what I was actually expecting it to be. And then I might clean the carburetor, but not in this video. Right now, this was just kind of an assessment on like what's going on and what it could be. So basically, let's go through it again. And you can either leave the video or not, I don't care. It's up to you. It could be either a blown head gasket, leaky head seal, the valves for the intake and exhaust could be leaking or like adjusted wrong to where they're opening up too much and you're losing your compression. Or it could be the rings not sealing to the cylinder enough, losing compression and making it less power and reliability problems. Now, I did notice that there is one thing where like when the motor is running and you turn on your high and low beam, the engine will try to die. So that means that it's going to ground somehow. I don't know how, because I've went through all the wiring and I've made sure that everything was connected properly to the diagram. So my only assumption there is that maybe the points themselves are grounding out to the motor, and that is making it to where when I click this on, it's going to ground immediately. But I don't know. But with them off, it shouldn't be grounding out at all, and it should be grounded anyway since it's off. So that should not give us any problem for runnability. So I know from experience already, I went through this by myself with the points gap, spark plug, the exhaust valve, the intake. I've checked all of it. The only thing that I have not checked was the compression, the rings, and the gaskets. So I'm thinking that I'm looking at a full like top end rebuild to this bike. It does have the original cylinder on it, and I'm assuming original piston and rings from 72. So I don't know. It does look like someone put a new gasket on at one point, but it does say 99cc right there. My phone is ringing. My girlfriend is calling me, so I have to answer that in a minute. I'll have to call her back. But that is exactly what the motor is and everything. So I'll let you guys go. Have a good day, evening, whatever. And I hope that you guys will enjoy the video. Like, subscribe, ring the bell, whatever. It's up to you. And there'll be more coming up on the bike of like testing and trying to figure it out. And possibly even a video on like full teardown. So we'll see. Later.